Hi everyone, welcome back to the Dish on Aging. Today is Tuesday, June 22nd, 2021. So today would have been episode 26, and we would have been talking about sexuality in late life. That episode is being postponed until next week, which will be June 29th. As you all know, I got a week behind in posting my videos. It will be this afternoon. I will be posting, actually probably about an hour or two before I post this video. I will have posted the topic for last week, which is where are we with the COVID rules. So I had a lot of fun. I taped that last week, and then I deliberately didn't post it last week because I wanted to add this update. So today, June 22nd, this will be an update episode of the Dish on Aging. Then next week, June 29th, I will be tackling episode 26, which will be what is the latest news about sexuality in late life. And then the episode 27, which was to air June 29th, I will air that July 6th. And that topic is why can't my granddaughter find, or my grandfather find a qualified psychologist to talk to? I want to focus in on that topic again, how to find a psychologist, because I've been receiving calls throughout the week from people who are really struggling with that topic. So today's update will be short and sweet. Also, I want to give everyone an update on Gamma S, the character that I am developing. Um, I'm in the process of learning how to make an animation using software programs that are available online, relatively inexpensive. So I'm going to turn Gamma S into an animation, and I hope to use her a little bit, partly for marketing, partly also for public information. I want to have her, with 10, 15-second sound bites about aging. I think it'll be more appealing to the general public to get information out there about what is healthy aging. So a couple of things I want to update about episode 25, which was published today, June 22nd. In there, when I was taping last Tuesday, the 15th, I had said that 70% of Pennsylvania adults had been vaccinated. That was correct, or I believed it was correct. I'd gotten a hold of some bad information. It turns out that 61%, as of yesterday, June 21st, 61% of eligible adults living in Pennsylvania had received at least their first dose. Governor Wolf has said that on Monday, June 28th, the mask mandate will still be lifted, even if we're not at 70%. But we're getting there, we're at 61%. The second reason why I delayed posting of episode 25, Where Are We with COVID Rules, is because just right after I taped that episode, the CDC came out with all of the new information about this Delta variant. And I wanted to find out about that before I posted in case there was anything else in my video that was inaccurate or not true. And it turns out that those of us who have been vaccinated, our vaccinations are holding up very, very well against this Delta variant. So everything that you hear about, the Delta variant might be a little bit more contagious, maybe a little bit more dangerous. If you've been vaccinated, that does not apply to you. What they are finding is that people in the same workplace, those who have not been vaccinated are getting the Delta variant. Those who have who have been fully vaccinated are not getting the variant. I saw a news headline today again about people who've been vaccinated and then they're testing some months later, weeks later, testing positive for COVID. Those are false positives. Once you've been vaccinated, yes, you can, if somebody sneezes on you who has COVID, maybe they know that, maybe they don't. The COVID gets into your nose. It does not infect you. You cannot infect anyone with that. If they do a nasal swab, they will find the COVID there. So, but it should be a false positive. But the media doesn't understand that. So, if you've been fully vaccinated, you are really good. Because this new Delta variant, it came to the United States from Great Britain, England, and it spreads very, very quickly. The thinking is that the pockets of populations that are not vaccinated throughout this country, some of the southern states have 20 to 25% adults fully vaccinated, and most of those who have not been vaccinated have no intention of getting vaccinated. So what's happening is this: once this Delta virus, COVID, gets there, it's spreading like wildfire. So for those who are choosing not to be vaccinated, then they're going to be up against having to stare down this new Delta variant. Again, for those who have been vaccinated, it's a non-issue. And they're already seeing that. I guess Connecticut is weeks ago hit the 70% vaccinated um, benchmark. In fact, I think they're even higher than that. They're having no problems with the Delta variant, and they're some of the southern states that have very low vaccination rates are. So that's kind of how we're seeing the COVID Delta variant play out. Also, like I said, the governor said next week, June 28th, the mask mandate in Pennsylvania is being lifted. That means that you can still wear your mask if you want to, but you do not have to. Also, travel is opening up to Europe again as long as you have been vaccinated. It doesn't matter. Even if you're sitting next to somebody who has COVID, you're not going to get COVID. Some of the airlines and may be asking for proof of your vaccination card. By the way, that has always been true in the airline industry. People who travel to Africa will always tell you they have to have their cards saying that they've been vaccinated for certain illnesses that are prevalent in the country where they're traveling. So those who've engaged in international travel over the years before COVID are used to that. So the airlines may still ask for that. Some doctors' offices are asking for patients to bring in their COVID cards so that they can put into the patient chart that the patient has been vaccinated. Um, Other situations, people are saying, how isn't it against the rules for them to ask me for my vaccination card? And I said, well, it might be, but what do people know? Um, Someone's running a business, they may not know, they maybe can't be asking that question. Also, I'm going to switch to nursing homes. I was up late last night because I actually saw for the first time, I think it was like one of the Washington papers, um, for the first time is now talking about how the rules have relaxed everywhere except for in the nursing homes, and how that is harmful to the nursing home residents. And the whole idea, nursing home residents still have to wear masks, still can't hug families, and there's the first article I've ever seen where the general media is talking about if one staff tests positive for COVID, and by the way, most of the staff are not getting vaccinated, if one staff tests positive for COVID, then the entire building is shut down for family visits. So that is starting to get some national light. Post-COVID, we're going to have to come up with some rules about this in doctors' offices, hospitals, and especially long-term care facilities about not just COVID, but flu season. What are some of the other? Not chickenpox, shingles. Shingles can also be contagious. There are other contagious illnesses that somebody can be living in one of those congregate care facilities. And the question is, what are the rules going to be? Will it affect the whole facility if one person has a contagious illness like is happening now with COVID? Okay, so that is a quick update. Um, okay, so I think that summarizes everything. So this will suffice for my June um, 22nd, 2021 posting of the Dish on Aging. I'm going to call this the Dish on Aging update. And then I will see you all next week, and I will be talking about what's the latest news about sexuality in late life. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.